Alrighty guys, we are now doing the last part of this quest, which isn't exactly going to be the last part, because we've got 12 hours.
Require a viable command, Cephalon. You understand why I am non-viable. Replacement Cephalon not yet located. A solution must exist. I will find it. Final component marked.
And on cue, we have our Cephalon notifying us that we're ready to do the next part. So, we need to now do this last mission to get the final part, but then there's still another 12-hour wait time before we actually get to do the end of the quest. So I don't know if anything special is going to happen here yet, or if we still need to do this last part. And we're now doing the engine, yeah. Love the channel? Thanks, man. So, I'm sorry if I sound a bit tired, but I kinda just woke up. So, hopefully I'll try be as energetic as possible, and just get the mic a bit closer here.
Tenno, that salvage will not recover itself. Coordinates marked.
Okay, so I'm trying out Paracesis with the new melee, and I have a custom build for it. And I guess we'll see how well it performs. And at the same time, it just so happens to be good against sentience. Should that Ortis be the Railjack Cephalon? I doubt he will. It's most likely going to be Cephalon Psi. You were just watching part 1? You've got some catching up to do.
Cowling identified. Visual verification required. Move in.
Just make sure, yeah, on the right setting. Okay. It's just a lot of spinning. I might want to change my stance mod.
Engine go. You know what to do.
Okay.
Scan
Press the wrong button.
interrupted. Hold perimeter. Scan cannot continue until the area of operation is clear. Get on it.
Try Fragger Prime. I wonder if I still have it. I may have sold it.
Scan baffled by interference drones. Destroy them.
The sentient has adapted to your damage. Surprise them with something new.
Return to objective. Perimeter reached. Clear them out. Resume scan.
Sentient fighters can adapt to your attacks. And with something else.
Perimeter breach. Scan interrupted. We do not have time for this. Drones have established a deafening field. Eliminate them to resume scan.
It does kind of suck that they nerfed the catch rune, but it was understandable because it was just the best secondary weapon, period. Like, there was just nothing else I would choose over catch rune, and I still use it, despite the fact that it's been nerfed.
It has developed into few attacks. Try something different.
Interference low. We have work to do. Throws down. Back to scan. Interrupted. Maintain proximity.
Still the best in your opinion? That could be.
Scan interrupted. We do not have time for this.
Alright.
Structural integrity within required tolerances. Marking for salvage. Cephalon Ortis. Time for pickup.
Hey dreamers, we are up and ready to party.
Could I measure how long this ship is? I think I can only do that if I had the objective marker available on that console. And then I'd have to measure the distance between the objective marker and the front of the ship, and then go to the far side. But even then, meters in this game is very inaccurate. Because, let's take Arcwing missions for example. That's the most inaccurate for meters, and then like every step we take is almost 2 meters. So it's very inaccurate. But I will give it a shot. Okay, so from here to the front is 20 meters. The Railjack is almost 230 meters. Thing is, after I finish the Railjack, can I go inside?
Conform to tactical parameters. None
I don't know.
possess necessary
Gotta find out.
application poetics. None possess a comprehensive warfighting database.
Yeah.
Viable cephalons. Nil.
Okay. And we got everything we need here.
Fabrication
And we have reached yet another 12-hour timer. Yeah. So I was thinking, just to do a little bit more, if we go over here to research, the only thing we can currently see is the Cephalon. But I am more than confident that we're gonna have to research all the different weapons and systems for the Railjack, and it's probably going to require some of the new resources. Now, my boosters are almost done here, so I may as well just take advantage of them before they're gone, and just get a couple more of those resources from the open worlds. You're still here? Like, where is mutagen? Well, the fastest way to get them would be invasions, I'd say. You're on the 4th part? Nice. Not ending after 10 minutes. Yeah. So, I don't know how much longer I'm going to stream for. I'll just do a little bit of farming. Make use of my boosters while I can. And then, in 12 hours yet again, we are going to do this final part of the quest. Which isn't necessarily part 7, it's just going to be the finale. I'm gonna get Volt for this because he's very, very useful at speeding up the Arcwing. Stream for 12 hours, no. Hey Bunny Gaming, I'm doing great. Nice. I'm really, really hoping that there's going to be like a little bit of a cinematic for our Railjack once we finish building it. First time you're seeing me on a Facecam? You're not the first to have said that. That's exactly what everyone's wondering, whether you can go inside or not. But we'll be finding out soon. What's my favorite animal? In Warframe or real life? That's the real question. Clem. It's kind of rude. Clem's not an animal. Really? 12? That should have been 20. Clem's a beast. That's true. So I guess he can classify as an animal. Another blue. What am I up to? Currently just grabbing some more resources. This is just preparing for the Railjack systems and guns. No idea what they're actually going to require, but I am assuming it's going to be some of the new resources. Clem rivals Shaggy. Clem is Shaggy. Where is this one? Oh, here. Alright, refresh. Are some good Vault Prime Relic missions? Missions? I'm not certain. And the last thing I knew for how to get Vault Prime was by the Void Trader. Yeah, it is kind of a pain having to grind this much. And the thing is, everyone has to do it if they all want their own Railjacks. You don't have to build your own Railjack, because you can just join on someone else. So new players aren't going to be left behind because they have to do the biggest grind of all time. They can just join on other people. But to get your own Railjack, this is the biggest grind in the game so far. And it kind of makes sense. If I get knocked over, it'll be so rude. Damn it. You just ran out of salvage? You need to do some level grinding on Hydron then. I think salvage is one of the last things I'll ever run out of. Hey, Brandon. Okay, after this I'm gonna have a quick check how many Kaepernicks I have. And if I'm content, we'll go over to the plains. That's blue. I should not have looked away. Oh, there's apparently one here. Apparently two. Oh, there's one. That's blue. There we go. I don't know why, it's just so hard to see them in the Orb Palace, and then in Plains of Eidolon you just see them from a mile away. You're 600 hours in, and building the Railjack's gonna cost you almost all your resources. definitely does eat into a really large stash, but Railjack will be worth it. I see no reason why it wouldn't be. Alright, let's see how many of these resources we have over here. Kaepernicks. 133. Well, I guess I just spent like... yeah, I spent all of them. Or the rest of them that I had. So I should grab some more. Will my last Railjack part be done by today? Depends on what time zone you're in. If you're in America, then that answer is probably yes. But it's going to be done in about 11 hours. Or just over 11 hours. I only started crafting it just recently. So that's going to be a while. Oxidize. I'm thinking maybe 400 or so Kaepernicks should suffice. Because even if only 200 or so are needed, it's always better to have a little bit more. And it's also possible that the clan research is actually tied behind it, so it'll scale with clan size, and I do plan on expanding the clan soon. So it'll cost a couple more resources, if that is the case. Alright, cheers Dylan. Got some more. On here. Alright, there's a couple here. That's blue. A lot of blue. $20. So another blue. You wish you had a better PC? Or do you play on console? I do believe cross-save is a thing now. It should be, unless they only did that temporarily for Tuna. But I missed out on any cross-save thing in the past. I lost all my Xbox progress before, when moving over to PC. Because the only time they did a cross-save thing was like about a year or so after I moved over. It would be a lot better if the cross-save thing was like permanent. You could just always link it at any time. Yeah, it's not a permanent thing, but the devs are still working on it. But I think with every major update that they do enable cross-save. But only for a small time window. Unless I'm getting confused and it was just for the Nintendo Switch. But I could swear there was something about console being able to cross-save as well. You don't have the money to make or buy a PC. It's always worth saving for it. Took me a couple of years of saving to get my PC, and then over the years upgrade it. Because when I got my PC, I didn't have a graphics card with it, or it was a graphics card, but you can't really call it a graphics card. It could run Warframe in like 480p resolution on the lowest settings possible with 10 to 30 frames per second. And it wasn't that great. And the tearing was horrible because of the bad hardware. So it just looked like a mess. But it was playable. It was playable. And I got about 3 weeks of progress on that graphics card before I decided I really need to upgrade. Do I like how the Arcwings move now? Definitely, yeah. It's a lot easier to aim on the Arcwing now. Like, way easier. Before there was just way too much inertia, and you kind of just had to like guide your shot, but now you can, it just stops very quickly, and you can just work with it. It's very nice. One thing that I don't like too much is... Okay, hang on, wrong button. It's the dash cooldown. It's like 3 seconds, which is a bit much. But as for the movement is 10 out of 10. And I guess some people don't like that you can't go upside down anymore. But that was like never useful. But I guess it made for some cool movements before, which I was doing before this update in the Orb Balance, just like spinning upside down and going through rocks and stuff. Kind of cool being able to do that, but gotta make a sacrifice. Really enjoy the streams. Thanks, Larry. Hey, almighty. I'm doing great. Alright. Let's go ahead and check how many Kaepernicks. 185. Okay, maybe I'll stop at 300. And what's the other resource? The Plains one? It was that weird name. Damn, I forget its name. Resources. That's appearance. Resources here. Pustules. Okay, I got 152 spare, so I don't have to get as many of those. And they do seem to be a lot more common, and they're easier to farm because there's just massive clusters of ore veins in the plains. How many pieces in total? There's 6 parts of the Railjack that you need to build. It's not too dark in the room, right? Yeah, okay. My black shirt isn't just an abyss this time. Another blue. Another blue. And another one. Everyone's ready for Railjack. I am really hoping that they launch it before the end of the year. But at the same time, there's so many other things that they still need to launch as well. The new war being one of them. But I'm thinking that's going to launch with Railjack. Because you're going to need Railjack to do it. So it'd be amazing if they launched that with the full Empyrean update. Like halfway through December. Got some more. This was a blue. Yeah. I swear I'm blind half the time. I am. Alright, a lot of blues that time. Index runs are pretty much necessary at this point. It's what, it's 6 million credits in total for all the parts. So, if you haven't farmed 4 credits before, now's the time. You can also farm Profit Taker if you know how to do that. With the Chroma Effigy combo, you can get like 1 million credits in just 5 minutes. That is quite handy. Saves a lot of time. Where? Oh wow, it is over here, and it's a blue. I guess more Amaranth is nice. I've been low on that for a while. another blue. That ship barely escaped in time. Just let me mine. I'm just a humble miner, and these guys just come along shooting at me. Nice. Blue. That was a blue. I don't know if it's Nightbot or YouTube, but some of your comments are getting held for review for no reason. And I removed everything from the bot, so it can't be the bot. It's probably YouTube, and I'll have to look into that. Because I don't want to have to go out of the stream every time to approve a comment that I shouldn't have to. Did I miss something here? No. And it's another blue. What did you miss? You've just missed some farming. I've been getting Kaepernicks. I'm making sure I stock up so that I am ready for any crafting for all the parts, like the guns and systems. Because I just want to make use of my boosters. They're about to expire. I'm not going to farm for 3 hours straight, obviously. It's not going to be that much longer. Maybe another 20 minutes or so. I'm just making sure I have enough that I'm like comfortable with. Alright. Kaepernick's 220. Alright, one more run here, and then we'll go get some pustules. I was not expecting that. See all these void Excaliburs. So, the pustules are going to be easy, because every time I go farm for them, it's just like 100 minimum per run. But the Kaepernicks are a little bit more of a pain. I don't know why, but out of habit, every single time I go out those doors, I don't equip my drill, and then I just go around the corner, so that I have to come back anyways. Awesome, 20. And that's a blue. Another one. That was a bad one. Still got Kaepernicks. There's one. How do you get that slug rank on Discord? It's pretty much reserved for my friends and I. Because we have our own, like, custom channel. So we don't have our own separate private server. I just have it, like, integrated into the main server. Okay. Well, there's just a blue here. I'll have to go around. Really? Nothing here? Okay, now we go over to the plains. Get some of those pustules. I don't want to farm for those Aximus units. I think the only time I'm going to farm for the Aximus stuff is if there's a sortie with Aximus Stronghold on one of those planets. If I see that, I'm gonna just jam that. It's worth checking now, but there isn't any. So if you murdered my neighbor and stalk me, so you know every single thing about my life, and befriend me, you get the rank? Yeah, just like that. It's that simple. Two Centurium's definitely worth it. I need a lot and a lot of Centurium still. How many times have I met the man in wool? I don't keep count, but a lot. Can you actually use the Railjack? No. You cannot use it, but I'm assuming you can go inside it and then maybe customize it. Like just the colors and stuff. But this part of the update is just to build it and get that ready. We're getting like a head start so that they don't just release it like this with the main Empyrean thing. So they'll just drop the biggest update ever, but then everyone just has to wait 72 hours plus grinding on top of that. It would just kill the entire update. That is a lot. And all I see is blue. The man in the roof. Isn't the man in the wall technically inside everything? The wall was just the first thing. Blue, blue, blue. That was a good one. You guys need to calm down. Alright, well, we've pretty much exhausted all the red in this area. Oh, come on. Fine then. Operator makes things easy. Onzu's best waifu? He's a good waifu, but he's not the best waifu. And one more should do the trick for the Pustules. I've been live for 50 minutes, so this will be the last run. I don't want to push the stream too long and make it mostly just farming. But I guess it is mostly just farming already. Make it long. Ooh. My headphone batteries are getting low. Probably put it on charge. Well, actually, no, they'll last. They'll last. They'll be good. Awesome. Yep, I'm gonna make all of these Pro Ostrons homeless because I'm taking all of their resources from these mines. But to be fair, were they gonna come in here and kill all the Grineer? I don't think so. That was a lot of blue. PSN, people getting free packs? What? Where's my free pack? How am I gonna get this one? In midair. Would have been worth it if I got some pustules there. Alright, well, we should be done there. Oh wait, never mind. There's more. And another one. I still need to make a nice Zephyr bolt where I can just fly around. I've never tried Zephyr like that. I only really used her for leveling and then she's been gathering dust ever since. Alright. Let's just double check total. Pustules. 282 is pretty good. That should be enough for any other research necessary. So we are now reaching the end of the stream. Almost at the 1 hour mark as well. And let's check that timer. It should be exactly 11 hours.
This will take some
Oh,
time.
14. I guess I have to do that mission as well, so I was wrong. So, 11 hours from now, I shall be doing the final stream for the end of this quest. And I'm really, really hoping that when this last part is built, that we actually get to enter into our railjacks. And this is where we'll do it. I'm hoping for a little bit of a cinematic. Like, kinda how we got in the very first part. It wasn't much, but a little bit more than that. And then being able to actually just explore the railjack would be pretty cool for now. I don't see why not. I'll be disappointed if we can't, but we'll find out. Alright, cheers, Barrett. Night, night. Well, it is nighttime for me as well. Although I just woke up, so I'm gonna be up for another 12 or so hours. And I'll see you guys then. So yeah. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you guys a little bit later for the final part.